What's going on, Summoners? Back at again with another video. We're gonna be playing Hero Cantare today. This is a mobile game based on Korean webtoons. I've read all of the ones that have been introduced into this game so far, and the ones that will be introduced, if the Korean version is anything to go by. So we're gonna be making a new account today. Um, yeah. So yeah. So you got to see a few animations there. This is looks like it's gonna be a game I will really enjoy. I've already played it for a while on the phone. I got the gist of it. Like I said, it's based on uh Korean webtoons, all of which I've read. And the way you play it is you match these cards. It costs mana to match them, and you can stack them up to 3. And depending on how many times you stack them, it is a different ability. Like I'll put this one out there, so you'll see his 1 chain and his 2 chain, and they're both different attacks. Um, him specifically, his 2 chain is an AoE and his 3 chain is a single target. That's why I'm doing it this way. Because if we get like 1 crit, then we'll basically clear all this. I rerolled a few times. Okay, we didn't get any crits, but that's fine. This lady back here, Queen No Name, she's not in the game yet, but she's the one I'm looking forward to getting the most. So these are the EX meters. This one is Miryu's, which is this lady in front, the sword lady. She's from God of High School. This guy in the back is from Hardcore Leveling Warrior. I've only read the first 20 or so chapters of that, like a long time ago, so I'm not really sure much about that world. Sorry. And this guy's name is Bam. He's from Tower of God. This lady, I don't know what she's from. Might be unique to this game, but she's the one I'm looking forward to getting the most, but she's not currently in the game, so there's no way to get her. But yeah, these are the EX meters. We'll show you which one looks better. Probably Bam's. We'll do his. So yeah, as you can see, the EX meters are pretty cool. You don't get those until you awaken them to 4 stars, I believe, and then you can unlock it. So like I said, I've done this a few times. I've pretty much got the pattern in my head, because the best case scenario is you reroll until you get a 5-star. And then you go to selectives with 1 5-star already in your pocket. This game does have auto, which is very nice for getting through the story stuff. But yeah, we're not gonna worry about getting the early 5-star. I don't want to reroll too much on this account. I don't really care. We're not going for meta, so we're not gonna go for Bam right off the bat to just get him as strong as possible, or Chloris, who is a healer, because I don't want to use my 5-star or my SS character as a healer. It's just, even though it's probably better in the long run, I just don't want to. Game is extremely generous with its currency for summoning, from what I've played so far. Yeah, and there's an event going on right now where you can get a free SS character by just playing. I don't know if I'll be able to get it on this account because I'm just now starting, but hopefully I will. So this is the last stage before we can do our first set of summons, which is where you would reroll. But like I said, we're not gonna do that. We're just here to play. We're just gonna play this account out from the start, see how it goes. Um, as you see, these are lower tier versions of those characters that you saw earlier. This is uh Jin Mori, or Mori Jin. He's from God of High School. The guy in the middle is from the same guy from earlier, from Hardcore Leveling Warrior. And Bam was in the front. He was in the original team as well. So this is our free guaranteed S rank. You got the King. He's from God of High School. Um, yeah. So as you can see, back out now and go collect our inventory. This is the summoning materials. So we're gonna use that. These are other materials. These will give us shards for our characters. This is going to make going through the getting in the story way easier. This SS weapon, because it gives us like 900 damage or something. And the shards you need to start up your character once you get them to higher tiers. So once we get this guy to 4-star, oops, I didn't mean to. Something will pop up here. This is where you get your EX meters, and you need shards to unlock that as well. So we're gonna probably, since I'm not really looking to get an SS, I don't really care what we get here. I might go for someone a bit different from the selectives and be a bit different and use an S character as my main DPS. So one of my favorite characters from uh out of high school is Pandora. So I might go for her. This is where you would try to get, yeah, see. So we did get a SS character. You can tell because it glows gold. Um, this is the new banner that just came out. We didn't get a banner character. I've never seen this lady. She is, I'm pretty sure, new to this game. Which is fine. I'm not worried about it. I'll use her. I don't know what she does, but I'll use her. Just attack and defense of all allies. Crit. This hero's attack with 3 turns if a crit occurs. So she is a crit character with 2 single target attacks and 1 AoE attack, which is pretty much the norm. She's a nice unit, which will make it easier. Yeah, I'm fine with that. So now we'll continue. We're not gonna buy anything, although there is some stuff that's pretty good value in this game. So if it's a game that you spend money and don't feel bad for doing so. We're going to use Jinmori as our tank. Yuriha from Tower of God. He's a buffer and a damage dealer. And King, I don't know what he does, actually. We'll go take a look after this. Because we're going to go until we get our selective summon. Then we're going to summon for maybe Pandora. The selective summons could take a while because you get infinite chances. But that's not like really anything to complain about. Sorry if I sound a bit congested today. We took down our ceiling fans and put up new ones, and they were pretty dusty. Especially mine. So, yeah. This is the gameplay. You don't have to auto it. There's some stages where I'm probably not going to be able to auto it. But for the most part, you auto your way through to collect gear. And they even have like an automated system to where you can run dungeons in the backgrounds. and collect gear while you're playing the game normally. So you can do that and then go and do it like the event boss or something at the same time. So the game is pretty good about that compared to other hero collector games I've played. So after we do this, as you can see, she gave everyone a crit hit rate boost, which is basically crit chance. But it's not basically, that is what it is. Um, yeah, to refinish this, we'll go to our selective summon. There are probably a few characters I could be convinced to take, just because I like them from their original webtoons when I read them. So far, I'm liking her, actually, more than I thought I would. As you see, though, the sprites look a bit weird. Almost like a small person, I guess is how you would phrase that correctly. Alright, so this is probably the best tip that I got from watching videos is just change the channel. There's no way to disable chat, unfortunately. So by doing that, we'll now get no more pop-ups. So as you see, we got Daisy. Definitely not someone I'm going to take. She's a support-ish character. I'm not really interested in that. So we get to retry until we find one that we want. You can only get one SS character from this at time. But I've seen one SS and I think 4 S characters is the maximum I've seen. So this is Clora. She's the best healer in the game. From what I've heard doing some researches. This guy is, I think he seems pretty cool, but I had never really had a chance to use him. So yeah, we're not going to go for meta units. We're going to go for units based off of how much I like them from the webtoons that I read. This is a character I've never seen before. She might also be new, or she might just be from a part of one of these that I haven't seen. I've read them at some point, all of them, but like I said, some of them were I read them so long ago, and they've continued since then, and I don't know where they're at this point. Not really interested in her. Okay, this dude is probably my favorite character, other than Pandora from Tower of God. So this is pretty tempting. I'm not exactly sure what he does, so that's why I'm reading his attacks or his abilities right now. So he focuses on the person with the highest attack. Um, AoE attack that recovers HP. He has high defense, but building people as tank characters in this game is kind of bizarre. Like they have to have a really good kit for it. He seems to have like a bruiser kit, so you would go attack mainly on him from what it looks like, even though he scales off of HP for healing. We're gonna keep looking. Actually, after this one, if I don't see something I really like, I'll go back and see what all units we can summon from this. Yeah, I'm not really caring. So this is the same character that we were just looking at, but his S version, which is like purely a tank from what I've looked at. Yeah. So he's a defense buffer. So maybe you stack defense on him? I'm not really sure. Grants shield 20% of the hero's max HP. So as you can see, some of the translations are a bit weird. This guy, I think, tank, yeah, taunt, damage equal to max HP. Blocks passives, which passives you don't unlock until later in the tree. Covers 100% of HP if the hero eliminates. Alright, so that dude's kind of a tank looking character. I don't really. The only tank I'd really take would be Pandora. Or I think her name is Lee Sujin. Sujin Lee. Depending on how they, in this game, it would be Sujin Lee, I believe. So, as you can see, we can scroll down to selective summon. Here, these are the heroes we can guarantee get. As you can see, the one that I wanted isn't in there because she's not in the game yet. Who would I take out of these? I think her name is Dorsey or something like that. I think I would take her, even though she's a bit of a support. Yeah, I don't know. We just have to see. Thor, maybe. I don't really want Yuriha. We'll keep going. Okay. Well, we got her, so now exactly what she does. Decrease the opponent's defense. Good chance, that's pretty good. Stun the opponents. Stunning is very good in this game. Only 15% chance though. Percent chance. So stuns all opponents. And it does damage to one opponent with the highest attack. And has a chance to stun him again. Boost the crit of light attribute allies. Increase hit rate or crit hit rate of monsters by 100% for 2 turns. So this is good if we're going for a light attribute team. She's more supporty than I was hoping she would be, which I guess makes sense. I think she's from Hardcore Leveling Warrior. Weakening status is the hero inflicts damage. We're gonna keep going. I don't want a decent S rank damage dealer if I'm gonna get that. Or not decent, but someone I would like to play with. So I have him on my main account, so we're not gonna go for him. On my phone I have him. So this is Yuri. She's like I don't know. Super strong character in Tower of God. So Green April is the sword that she uses in this version of her. Got her again, but we didn't really get anyone else that I care about. So I'm gonna keep going. So there are a few characters I would like that are S rank. One of them is this guy right here. He seems like someone I would enjoy using. Who else? Actually, this lady too. For her being an A, I would still probably use her, just because I really like her animation. Other than that, I don't know. I don't think I want to use it. I am more of a. I tend to use male characters more often than not, unless like animations or something I really care about. So here's Zero. What I'm talking about. She is a bleed character, which is why I would like to use her. This is Black March, bam. He's like the meta unit that you would go for in rerolls, which I'm not against doing. I like him as a character, but it's a bit too edgy for me. So Black March is that sword on this side right there that's floating. That's the Black March in his name. There's an SS version of Liddy, which was that A character I was showing you earlier, the lady with the who I said had good animations, so I wouldn't be opposed to using her. Okay, attacks all opponents, decreases all their attack, heals all allies' HP by 30% of maximum HP. Hero's HP is below. So he doesn't know what he wants to be. He's more of a support character, it seems like, but he only really has one support ability. This is a single target damage down, which would be good against bosses, but not as good as stun. And his first skill is just pretty much just an attack, which isn't great. But you can see this is an S rank character, and his basic attack does less damage, but it has a secondary effect still, which is something I would prefer over just nothing. So we'll keep going. We got him again with one of the characters I would like. So this isn't a terrible one. This one is one that I'm pretty tempted to take. The only issue I have is I know in the this looks pretty orange in this, which I like, but I remember in the actual uh what's it called, the webtoon, it's like a green, which would fit his stuff better because all of his stuff is like Jade Emperor. Who would have thought? But yeah, I don't really care for the way it looks, but this dude, I do like the way he looks. The crappy thing is we can't leave and go try to find out if we could see what it looks. Oh, we could tab out. Alright, let's see if I could find it. Trying to see if I can find this sprite, but I can't. I really do like the artwork. I think it looks very nice. But the art, this is one of those games where the artwork is a bit different than the actual thing, as you can see by the fact that their sprites look way different. We're gonna keep going. I don't like the way this sprite looks. This dude, I don't know about him. This seems like he'd be very good at just like doing this story. He has a self heal that hits 2 people and heals them for 40% of the damage. Self attack boost. This is single target, is the thing I don't like. So I'd probably disable it while playing until the higher levels. We only get 2 S ranks, and I don't want this guy. This guy, like I said, I would use. We're gonna keep going. As you can see, this could take a while. Especially if you're as picky as I am, and you want specific characters. So this is one that I have on my other account. She was pretty cool. The problem I found with her is that if she doesn't go first with her Reign of God Annihilation, the confusion, which makes whoever she applies it to attack him, his own teammates, which includes himself. It goes away before the next turn, so you have to use it on the turn that you want it to be effective, and you have to go first with it, which on auto is hard to do, if not impossible, because it chooses what it wants to. I don't really know the criteria for it, so I don't know what skills to disable to do it. So I've had issues with that on my other account. This lady's pretty cool. I just don't like that she has like a, in her sprite she has like a, it looks like tail feathers. That's the only way I can describe it. I don't know who this is. Attack boost is good. So this is an AoE. It only hits for 50%, but it's 30% boost. Burn is good. Armor crash is good. I'm pretty sure that's defense penetration. And decrease defense if the target is burned. %, stun on all opponents. The opponent's burns 90% chance and inflict 30% damage. This character seems extremely strong. So like if you compare this character to the other character that we were looking at that had nothing on his first attack, it did 120% damage to one target, which is pretty useless in my opinion. Unless it has good scaling, I guess. I don't know. Where this one does 50% to everyone with the boost, 90% stun if they're burned, and 150% AoE damage if they're burned. So she seems extremely strong. This one I'm pretty tempted to take. But we got all day. And this could be a long video. I really want to... I want to see what the SS version of Liddy looks like. Alright, so yeah, there he is again. Yeah, this guy just seems extremely mediocre, especially after seeing her. She seems to have a very overblown kit, though. Like, she could share that with other people. Okay, we're gonna keep going. Hopefully we'll get one soon. We got her again. This would be a pretty decent starter. This guy's a support. She's a support. She's kind of a tank. We have the other lady already, the other SS. We could go like Flora, Machine, Machine, Mash. Ah, Scheme. So Scheme, Muscani. I'll just say Muscani. This is obviously not an English game originally, so I should have taken that one. I don't know why I did that. I think I'm just so used to it. So we'll keep going, I guess. This one could be good. I'll take this one, I think. I like this lady. It's got Liddy. Got this guy that I wanted to build. This guy is also a really cool character in God of High School. Her, I think I want to build anyway. Yeah, I'll claim this. Okay, so we'll do one more just to play around with these characters. Then I'll end the video. So I want someone to tank, so we'll just use him in front for now. I think I'll keep her in actually because of the crit boost, the crit rate boost. Do this. See how it looks. This could be our team playing through. Said I like the male characters more. I have one male character on my team. Oh, we have 2 crit hit rate boosters. Oh, that could be an issue. It just feels like it's wasted at this point. We have 2. I might replace her with the Ilio part. Pretty cool. She uses spears. Spears are one of my favorite weapons. Robot. I definitely should have leveled these characters up first, though. Because now I'm gonna have to repeat the stage to get all the stars, which, if you're in a rush, I think it's worth it to just go through. Like, if there's a banner you really want to summon on, it's worth it to just go through a story and not restart every stage. But I like to, at the beginning, because the first entry is free, and I don't like having to go back and do things over again. So apparently we were allowed to go through that with 3 characters without getting 2 stars. That's nice. So yeah, like I said, if there's a banner that you really like and you just want to get the characters, it's fine to just rush through a story to do so. So this lady on the left is a tank. She's the one we're getting for free in the event, which I think is cool. So we'll level up the characters and then do one more, even though I said we would only do one. And there's also a way to reset characters in this game. It's pretty cool. So this guy's gonna be my damage dealer. Even though I have SS characters, I just want to use him. So I'm going to. That's the way it be sometimes. This lady's not very tanky. So she got 53 defense. I should level her up first to see how that actually compares once she's leveled. Oh, that's right. I was gonna swap her out for this guy. Yeah, he's got a bit of defense. So he'll be a bit tankier. So you can see his tails pop up sometimes. Probably not ideal to give him an HP set, but he'll be fine. I think that's everything. Level this guy up more. So yeah, this is gonna be my team that I play with. You do get, you see here, a lot of summoning materials as you play through the story. Each of these are summoning materials. You get a free SS character. You get, I think, 3 or 4 SS tickets. Which, as soon as you click this, it just pops up in your inventory. You don't have to summon it or anything. This is the idle thing that goes on in the background. So you have a 24-hour window where you don't have to play the game, basically. And, well, if you don't play the game, you can come back. It's auto farming gold and this currency for you. Would you use both of these to level? Let's do one more now that we actually leveled our characters. How it looks. I don't really like that he wears shorts, but whatever. As you can see, the weapon made that go by much faster. Now he has plus 900 attack, and we leveled him up. So that's pretty nice. You should probably be the one I have as my damage dealer, but like I said, I do what I want. Okay, so that's gonna be it. This is the game I've been playing. I might make up-to-date videos on it just because I feel like it. Don't stop me. Yeah. Thanks for watching. If you did. It.